At the time this video is going up, Destiny 2's latest Dawning event has less than a day before it ends, so depending on when you see this, you might still have time to get your hands on a Zephyr Stasis Sword, especially if you main Hunter, because there's a hidden feature of this sword that only works on Revenant Hunter that makes this weapon even stronger, and I haven't seen anyone else talking about it. If you're seeing this video after the Dawning has already ended, then it's not the end of the world, as this hidden feature works on any Zephyr, even ones from last year's event. You don't need any specific perk on it, so if you have one in your vault, it's worth trying it out. The hidden feature I'm talking about is tied to Stasis Shards. Each class has a different way to spawn them, and on Revenant Hunter it's by killing slowed or frozen enemies with the Grim Harvest aspect equipped. Now, whenever I see other people talking about the Zephyr, it's almost always because of the Cold Steel perk, which applies slow stacks on hit so long as you have ammo in your sword. Obviously this perk would generate Stasis Shards on Hunter with Grim Harvest, but that's not what I'm talking about. The hidden feature of this sword is that any Zephyr, even without Cold Steel on it, will generate Stasis Shards when enemies are killed with it, but only while on Revenant with Grim Harvest. This does not work on Titan or Warlock with their Stasis Shard aspects. It's almost like the weapon is applying slow stacks intrinsically, although that's not actually what's happening, because Whisper of Refraction, the fragment that gives class ability energy on killing slowed and frozen targets, doesn't proc when getting Zephyr kills without Cold Steel. But regardless of what is causing it and whether it's intended or a bug, we can use it to our advantage to become an ad clearing machine even in underleveled content. All of this footage was captured while capped at -15 power in the Witch Queen Legend campaign. I'll only cover the basics of the build here because there's a lot of freedom to adapt this to your own playstyle as you prefer. For aspects and fragments, the most important ones are Grim Harvest for spawning Stasis Shards, Whisper of Conduction so the shards track to you, and Whisper of Rhyme to gain overshield on collecting a shard. For combat mods, I'm using Elemental Shards, so Stasis Shards count as Elemental Wells, Font of Might for a 25% weapon damage bonus on collecting a matching Elemental Well, Elemental Charge to become charged with light from Elemental Wells, High Energy Fire for a 20% damage bonus to all weapons while charged with light. Exotic armour really doesn't matter here. I was running Frosties, but you can equip whatever you like. Bacchris, Wormhusk, Renewal Grasp, Star Eaters, it's all viable. And as for perks on the Zephyr itself, the reason why this hidden Stasis Shard feature is so good is because it frees up the second column to use perks such as Chain Reaction, Assassin's Blade or Surrounded, instead of having to use Cold Steel just to generate shards to proc the combat mods or rely on your ability cooldowns. And as for the first column, Unrelenting is excellent for bursts of healing while clearing enemies, especially when underleveled, but could be swapped out for Relentless Strikes or Tireless Blade for better ammo economy, or even Duelist Trance for faster charge rate and movement in easier content. So with all this set up, all you need to do is get a single kill with Zephyr to spawn a Stasis Shard, which procs Font of Might and High Energy Fire, and then cut through everything, occasionally refreshing damage buffs, overshield, and getting healing from Unrelenting. I was deliberately not using any of my abilities here just to show you how strong this weapon and combat mod combination was on its own, but obviously it would be even more reliable if I worked my grenade, melee, and super into the mix as well. Plus you have the Dawning Surprise origin trait on this year's Dawning weapons, which provides additional healing and ability energy on top if you need it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll try to answer it.